Hey, you guys, welcome back to Bless Your Heart Tarot. I am Solar Sky, the Empress Prophetess. Spirit is here. I got a deep one for you guys today, so let's just jump right into this, okay? So what we have here is the Four of Wands clarified by the Knight of Swords, both in the reverse. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. The Ten of Swords clarified by the Queen of Cups. Clarified by the World in the reverse. The Five of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles clarified by the False Emperor. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands in the reverse, okay? So you guys, I want to help you understand how this archetype, okay, ends up in the wash, rinse, repeat cycle, okay? And how some of you guys just don't, you don't heal, okay? Not necessarily because you don't want to, but sometimes you guys aren't even aware of what's going on or what's been going on around you, or sometimes what you were even born into, okay? So what we have here with this Four of Wands to this Nine of Swords in the reverse, this is a foundational collapse, okay? This is whatever situations you guys were living in, home situations, you know, wives, whatever, your home situation, okay, everything's out, everything's broken, everything's destroyed, the foundation is completely done, okay, it's all out in the open, and you guys, this Nine of Swords says, okay, you're done crying about it. It's over, it is what it is, okay, and nothing else can be used against you, okay. But notice how there's no healing here. The Star card isn't here, okay? You guys are just done crying about it. Again, like I said, you know, there's nothing else to hide, nothing else to be hidden, nothing else anybody can use against you guys. So it's like, okay, you're done crying over spilled milk because it's not going back in the jug, okay? Like I said, there's no healing. Instead, what there is this Knight of Swords, okay? This is your, in the reverse, this is your impulse, okay, to run back to the collective or whatever woman that you were dealing with, okay, and trauma dump, okay? But Spirit is blocking access, okay? Because, see, look at the sword. Look at all these swords in the reverse, okay? The collective isn't the one who stabbed you, so Spirit is like, no, you're not going to bleed all over the collective, okay? That's not her wound, that's your wound, okay? And you're not, you know, there's no, you're not even thinking about healing, okay? You just got some relief, okay? And you're not ashamed anymore, because the truth is, you guys, men don't break because of their actions. They break because of shame, okay? And with this Nine of Swords in the reverse, there says that they're, like I said, they're not ashamed anymore. There's nothing left for them to be ashamed of, because all of this is exposed, okay? So now, here's your rock bottom moment, right? Okay, with this Ten of Swords, right? All right, here is, like I said, again, everything's out in the open. So now we at rock bottom, okay? But here's the incomplete cycle, okay? What we have here with this Queen of Cups, this is the mother wound, right? Okay, this is what was never addressed. This is what was never healed, okay? We'll get more on that in a minute, okay? So with that being said, okay, this is where this masculine started. That's where a lot of these archetypes start, okay? And because nothing is addressed, like I said, the Star card isn't here. There was never any healing, okay? You're always going to end up in an incomplete cycle, a karmic loop, okay? And like, look at all 10 of these swords in this archetype's back, okay? Pain like this is going to put you in this Five of Swords energy, which is complete self-preservation, okay? A lot of these archetypes will never trust anybody that does not look like them. They will never trust a woman, not fully, not completely, okay? And they just won't. They will on a surface level to a degree, okay? The surface level trust, okay, is only going to bring them right back here. An unstable foundation, okay? They've been so hurt for so long, okay, without even, you know, understanding it or knowing it, okay, that when the divine comes along and offers them a chance at a new beginning, they can't trust it, okay? They don't trust, self-preservation mode, this Five of Swords energy, so they don't trust anybody, okay? There's nothing. They can't trust anybody, and a man who can't trust anybody, okay, to this degree, not even his own mother, can't even trust himself. Okay, he can't and he won't trust himself, okay, to not get in this situation again, okay? But guess what? That's exactly what he's going to do, okay? Because this anchors the Queen of Wands in the reverse, okay? Which is the shadow side, really, of his mother, okay, to a degree. This is just, you know, this baby mama wife. This is the same type of, you know, this archetype is always going to end up basically with a reflection of his own shadow. Okay, a reflection of him. Okay, bitter, envious, ego-driven women. Okay, who are only satisfied, you know, with what he can do, what he can bring to the table.